Hello, people. Well, no people yet, but hello. Oh boy, let's get this thing situated. So, welcome to my living room, welcome to my couch. Tonight, I've got some good information to share. I get this every day, but I'll wait for some folks to come in. Hopefully, some folks come in, and Carl, thank you for the table. It's much better than the TV tray. All right, I need water. So I'm still sick. You might hear me cough. All right. So I've got a lot of interesting, interesting stuff to talk about. It's gonna be directly, like I said, welcome to my living room until I'm able to figure out how, when, where, why I'm going to. Well, I already know why, but until I figure this YouTube thing out and get myself an actual room to do this in, will be coming to my couch every Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I am hanging out because I kind of started a little early. Yep. Welcome to, I see there's one person in here. I don't know. How can All right. So this is a bunch of, so let me start off by saying I get the Office of the Inspector General reports, the actual press releases that are actually given to Congress as well. Uh, every day I get more than one daily. I try to only look once a day because seeing just it's too much. So, the first one I'm going to talk about is a screw up on the VA's behalf. It's not quite 6, so I've got to get this figured out. My lamp makes these round things on the wall. It's so dumb. All right. Hello. I see one person. Hello. At least there's one person in here. Hey, Ricky. How you doing? Discussing VA Veterans Administration abuses and by the VA, by employees, doctors, you name it, employees of the VA, like all of whoever. I get a, I get a. Now I had COVID, so I'll drop my train of thought, but I'll get it back, I promise. Okay, so this is Office of the Inspector General. These press releases are also given to Congress, and I've got a bunch of different ones because I basically collect them during the week to talk. The plan is to collect them during the week to talk to y'all about them, and I try not to look more than once a day because It's depressing. There's so much bull going on. So the first one I'm going to talk about. Oh, by the way, welcome to my living room on my couch. The first one I'm going to be talking about is OIG report that I got. I got this today at 9:14. Their oversight reports of the Office of Inspector General. This one is successive VA errors created a $210,000 debt for a veteran with a service-connected mental illness. Now, the VA did this. They screwed up and created a debt that's almost as big as a freaking mortgage. This happened in April of 2021. Basically, the OIG discovered VBA, which is Veteran Benefit Association, incorrectly created a debt of about $210,000 for a veteran. Because of the size of the debt and the VA's plan to withhold the veteran's entire monthly compensation. Now, this is a disabled veteran, so when a veteran is hurt or injured in any way, shape, or form during the enlistment, during their service, that is the VA gives them a percentage, and you don't even want to know how the percentage is figured out. There's no 1 + 1 = 2 with the VA, believe me. They were going to basically take the veteran's entire monthly compensation, which was basically about $1,100, and given the veteran's history of treatment for mental illness, a prior suicide attempt, and suicidal ideations, the review team promptly contacted the VBA for corrective action. So basically, corrective action meaning they wanted to get somebody involved so that the veteran wouldn't try to commit suicide again. Got to admit, I wouldn't, but getting slammed by a $210,000 debt by the government, I could see how someone that's not mentally, in the right place would have that kind of an issue. So the debt itself was created when a VBA employee attempting to correct a disability rating error made more than 2 years ago, 2 years before, that had created the overpayment. Subsequently, the error in the debt, it was supposed to have been considered an administrative error and the debt waived, since veterans are not responsible for repaying overpayments that are found to be the result of administrative errors, which is good to know. Although I'm sure that they'll fight that one up, down, right, left, front, and center. Oh, we didn't do it. This one, the OIG caught it. The VBA's compensation service claimed the veteran knew he was not entitled to the payments, as VBA had sent him a letter with the cutoff date. The veteran did contact VBA numerous times about the overpayment and was told he had 100% evaluation, making it reasonable to believe he was entitled to the compensation. But when VBA proposed reducing his 100% rating, staff from 4 offices assured the veteran he would not be responsible for any overpayment. Yet, the director, OIG contacted the director of quality assurance for VBA's compensation service on the 22nd of April of this year and provided a detailed accounting of the case. The compensation service recorded a new decision on April 23rd that approved waiving their screw up. So that poor veteran, the debt was was eliminated from VA's electronic system on April 30th of 2021. Now, the fact that this went that fast, the 22nd, the OIG, Office of Inspector General, contacted the VBA compensation service and provided a detailed accounting. The fact that we as veterans have to watch everything very closely because accidents, mistakes like that happen a lot. And that one, now I just got that today, but it happened in April. So there's that. Now, this one is rough. This one pissed me off. Pennsylvania man sentenced for mishandling brother's VA funds. So basically, this guy named Andrew of New Kensington, Pennsylvania, was sentenced. Now, this sentence is pathetic. He was sentenced to 1 day of imprisonment, followed by 3 years of supervised release, and ordered to pay a fine of $4,000. Now, this happened between 2013 and 2017. This guy was an appointed federal fiduciary for his older brother, who is a service-disabled veteran. The guy was responsible for getting the brother's VA income and basically paying his bills, which that does happen because there's some veterans that are to the point where they need that help. And so this is this guy's younger brother that did this. He did not pay his brother's debts, however. He admitted that he violated the terms of his fiduciary agreement by using the VA funds to purchase a Harley Davidson, a diamond ring, and a GMC Sierra truck. Now, this is the veteran's family member. This is this veteran's younger brother. And he bought a Harley, a diamond ring, and a GMC Sierra truck. Who does that? Now, as part of this guy's sentence, he has to pay restitution to his brother in the amount of $75,000. That poor guy's never going to see that. All he has to do is file bankruptcy and poof, it's gone. Maybe that's different. I don't know. I'm not a financial guru of any kind. But this poor guy, his brother did this to him. I mean, people suck. That's why I don't like people. Generally speaking, I am more of a fan of animals, especially dogs. So this one, I also got this one. This one was later on today. This one was an Ohio man charged with threatening a VA employee. Now, this one was a veteran. I think he was a veteran. It doesn't say, but it should, because this Ohio guy, why would he be in there talking to a VA person in an appointment? So that's what that is. This is a veteran. On October 4th, so this wasn't that long ago, October 4th, 2021, this guy had a medical appointment with a clinical pharmacy specialist at the Mansfield VA community-based outpatient clinic. Like I said, this is in Ohio. After the specialist decided to discontinue his prescription for diazepam, the guy became upset and allegedly threatened to shoot somebody and then left the appointment. Allegedly, this guy called the clinic and left a voicemail message, threatening to kill the specialist and her family 2 days later. Now, that's pretty fucked up. Not gonna lie. I don't lie. That's screwed up because that person's there to do a job, and if they're taking you off a medication, there's probably reason. And obviously, that medication wasn't working for that guy if he's gonna go and do the, the shit he did. Now, this one, they all piss me off. I'm gonna be honest, they all piss me off. It's just this is a VA employee that no longer works there because of this. So, former VA employee is guilty of stealing HIV medication. Now, that's some expensive stuff. Of course, any medication in this country nowadays is expensive stuff because it's all about the mighty dollar, the almighty dollar, I should say. This female was a pharmacy procurement technician at the East Orange VA Medical Center in New Jersey. She pled guilty to theft of government property. Check out how long this was happening. From October of 2015 to November of 2019, this chick was ordering medication, including large quantities of HIV medication, for the center's outpatient pharmacy. She stole approximately $10 million worth of HIV medication and sold it to Wagner. I don't know if this is a name, so I'm going to leave the last part off because it looks like a name. Wagner Wagner C. of Lyndhurst, New Jersey. This female is scheduled to be sentenced on March 9th of 2022. The guy she sold it to previously pled guilty and is scheduled to be sentenced on December 15th of 2021. Why would this is stuff that I get in my email daily, and I get them. There's more than one during the day. As the day goes on, I get one, and then I'll get another one, and then I'll get another one. So I try not to read my email for that exact reason. Or if I do, I skip over it because, yeah, that's $10 million of HIV medication that's meant for veterans. Now, there are actual veterans that work at the VA. Quite a few, because they want to continue to serve their country. And now at this point, they want to serve their brothers and sisters in arms. People suck. The fact that this female decided to steal $10 million worth, approximately, of HIV medication. That shit's expensive in the first place. Just like I said, all medication is expensive, unfortunately. And sold it to somebody else. And they're both going to be sentenced at a later date. One's going to be sentenced in March of next year. And the one she sold it to is going to be sentenced December 15th of this year. This is something that I can't wrap my head around it as to why people suck so bad. This is, of course, generally speaking, most of everybody that knows me that would be here watching. Not that you don't know me yet, Ricky, but I tell it how it is. And I don't make generalizations, but I mean, really? $10 million. All of that money stolen by that female. People suck. Now, there's something that I've noticed that I noticed about myself that I learned a while back that veterans shouldn't be looked at as, you know, they should be looked at by other veterans should look at other veterans as if they are just other people, just the same as you. Because putting a veteran, putting them at a higher level is not something that works out all the time because people are people. Veterans are people too. And veterans take advantage because that is the human condition. Humans take whatever the advantage they can to get ahead, to make money, to do now, like I said, generally speaking, this isn't 100%, all veterans. It's obviously not. But it's something that used to be it was referred to as fraud, waste, and abuse when I was in the military, Air Force. Called it fraud, waste, and abuse, and then it was a government thing that they it's like a thing now because everybody steals. Not everybody, I shouldn't say that, but human beings are, generally speaking, I try not to make generalizations. Thanks for your support, Ricky. Thank you for being here. You're the only one that's here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, the fact that people take advantage of anything and everything they can is sad. And I will say it, it's pathetic because money seems to be the entire root of this specific evil, for lack of a better word. It's not, and it's not just, I'm just talking about the VA today because this is the information that I received today. And that's what I wanted to talk about today because everything I talked about is what I got in my email just today. All of those things were just today. $10 million of an employee stealing HIV medication. The other one with the guy's younger brother taking advantage and spending his money on a freaking Harley and a diamond ring and a freaking GMC, a truck. It's just the human condition, I guess, is crap. I just people suck. I know I've said it too much, but oh, Ricky, if you could, I'd appreciate if you could hit the like button. You'd be the only one, but at least you were here. Um, yeah, you're right, Ricky. You're right. The VA and this administration, you're right, doesn't care about veterans. And that was my dog. I have 4 dogs. Hey, what are you doing? Mama's live. Mama's live. You're too short. They can't see you. Go lie down. So my chocolate lab. He's 10. Almost. Oh, March is going to be 11. That's crazy. He's the purple picture right there that I painted. Whoops. Right there. Yeah, 4. Wait, you have 4 dogs too? Really? Shit. I'm not the only crazy one. Woohoo! It wasn't the plan to have 4. I drove here from Delaware with Duke and Aries and yeah, rescued 2 more. Was had to. Um Oh, puppy, you got a female. Oh, my two girls that I have, they're my first female dogs in a long, long time. I usually had male dogs all the time. Um, Obviously not for the 2 years, my first 2 years in enlistment. I didn't have a dog because I was living in the dorms. Obviously, you can't have a pet. Well, you could probably have a hamster, but I don't like rodents. But I have a problem with, wait, Ricky, you remember you remember Spock? How? All right. I need to know who you are, dude, because your name's not ringing a bell, and I apologize for that. But yeah, Spock was friggin' awesome. And thank you for saying Spock, not Spark, because it was Spock, Mr. Spock. Wow. Let's not say the number again, shall we? let's not date ourselves. It was some years ago. Let's just put it that way. Um, there's just yes, Red Doberman. My dad used to take him around and put him. He put antlers on him for Christmas when he would go around and do Christmas stuff. He'd go around as Santa. Um, yeah, that was that's that is so cool. Well, I'm glad to see somebody from back home. Wow. We won't talk about the years. We'll just leave that part out. But yeah, I have a lot of unhappiness, I would say. Oh, maybe that was Sesame, the little cocker spaniel, his little cocker spaniel, or was it Benji? Was it a black dog, scruffy dog, or was it a little yellowish, blonde? Which was it? Benji, the scruffy black one. But yeah, I remember that. But I can't. Well, no, I remember a dog doing that, but I can't remember which dog it was. Um, geez, you're bringing up all kinds of crap from like way back. Good, that was some good times. Yeah, that's a year before I graduated, and 6 days later I went into the U.S. Air Force in June. Didn't really plan that one out, but a friend put it a good way in that I had to get out of Rhode Island because there was no future for me there. I feel that there wasn't a future for me there. I didn't want to be someone that was just, that Rhode Islander that stuck around Warren. East Providence is actually where I graduated from, but sticking around there, I just didn't want to be a townie. I didn't want to be someone that didn't go anywhere or do anything. I wanted to get out. And yeah, Colorado is much nicer. Um, it's got its perks and it's got its downs. I'm hoping that they won't California this beautiful state because it's been when they legalized pot around here. Holy crap! There's so many people that are just there's so many homeless now. They just come here just for the pot. They came here just for the pot and they just live on the streets. And I'm not just saying this isn't just a opinion. I've seen it. I've talked to some of these people, and unfortunately, a lot of them are veterans. Um, eh, Homeless veterans, of course, really tick me off. We shouldn't have that problem, but we do because the VA isn't well regulated. Well, it didn't used to be. Now, the OIG um, reports that I get, this is something that was made available when Donald Trump was president, and I was I was on that like white on rice. I was like, oh, I need to see what's going on because I like to know what's going on. It's just what I do. Um, my goal for this channel is to disseminate the information that I get through these reports and through these press releases to other veterans. That's one of the things that I want to do with my channel. I was a chicken shit and I didn't start this channel. I've had this channel for 11 years and I've always wanted to do this, but I only started it a couple weeks ago. So, no time like the present. Yes, gotcha. Um I can't remember. Are we friends on Facebook? There's God, there's so many people from Warren, from Bristol, from Seekonk, from holy crap, East Providence. Um, ah, okay. Um, well, like I said before, I want to thank you again for being here and for bringing up some really cool. When you said I remember Spock, I was like, wait, what? I love that dog. That dog was awesome. At one point when I was in my towards the end of my second year of enlistment, I had moved moved out of the dorms, and I actually had an apartment, and I came and got Spock and took him to New York. I was in upstate New York, Rome, New York, and yeah, so he had a good few months of happiness living with me. Um, I was glad that I was able to take him for a little while because he was the dog. I mean, Mr. Spock. Ah, got all these memories now. Thanks, dude. um, the base, the basics of everything that I wanted to talk about today, though, was that people take advantage no matter what. It's not just veterans. It's not just people that work at the VA. I mean, the military pays astronomical amounts of money for freaking hammers and shit like that. I mean, it's all about the money and how it's not done right and how nobody cares because it's about the money. The only ones that care are the ones that are getting it. There was at one time, I used to explain the compensation that I get um, for my time in the service. The government doesn't give money to just you and me. Well, now I can't say that because they do, or they have, with the whole checks that they sent and all of that stuff that went on. I don't even know, was that even, well, I don't want to go into that. That's another loaded episode of Welcome to My House. Welcome to my couch. I'll figure out a name for it. I had to do something. I had to get on here and start doing something because I get all this information and I don't do anything with it. Because I mean, who am I going to tell? Well, now I'm going to start telling Everybody. Granted, everybody is just you right now, Ricky, but I'm hoping that'll change. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and thank you again for mentioning Spock and for having the fact that you brought Spock up. That's brought a smile on my face. I miss that dog. Cool. What's your podcast going to be on? Is that what this is? I don't think it's YouTube's not a podcast, is it? Because I thought podcast was something that was like on like radio on Apple or the what is that where you can get download your music from Apple. I don't have any of that stuff. I don't like Apple. Yes, Tucker Carlson. I love that guy. He's so awesome. That's gonna be another thing that I'm gonna do on my channel is I'm gonna be reacting to things. I'm gonna have to look, man. I'm gonna have to look. I haven't really looked around, and I was trying to figure out, how many female veterans are there out there on YouTube that are doing what I intend to do, and I couldn't find any. The majority of them were moms that were talking about their kids, and then like mom stuff and house stuff and stuff like that. And I mean, that's not me. I don't have kids. I got 4 dogs. I have my own house. Grateful for that. Thank you, Jesus. But there's not anybody out there like me. So I'm hoping this will take off. I'm hoping it'll take off. I'm so proud of my dogs. It does feel good to talk about the garbage that I get in my email, that I look at and see all of that garbage. I'm still floored at the $10 million worth of HIV medication. That's mind blowing that some freaking civilian decided to create some stupid little plot that worked for years. I just wish that it didn't happen, obviously, but I just wish people didn't suck. Like I said, generally speaking, people suck. It's just, I just got another one. I'm not reading it. Not reading it. I'm still floored with the freaking other one that I got it for. So I'll be talking about stuff like that. I'm going to talk about music videos that I like. I've got a couple of artists that are badass. If you haven't yet, take a look at Tom McDonald. If you like Tucker Carlson, Tom McDonald is like awesome. And if you like Tucker, I know you'll like him. I've got 3 of his albums. He just dropped 2 a couple months ago. He dropped 2 albums in one shot. 32 songs. Guy's prolific. And he is homegrown. He does it all with his girlfriend. She makes the videos. They write the music. He writes the hooks, writes the music, you name it. It's good shit. One of my nephew's friends, while back, told me about him, and I've been 100% all about Tom McDonald since the first time I watched. Yes, I did used to play the piano in my house. That's cool. Yeah, I used to. I taught myself. I was bored. Sometimes you don't want to play outside. I liked being outside, but sometimes, meh. So on that note, that's an awesome memory that I haven't thought about. Thank you for that too. I'm gonna get going because I've got. Thank you, thank you, puppies, for being so quiet. You did so good. Oh, they did so good. Dude, you just heard a little bit of whining from Duke when he was like right here, had his head on my knee, like Mom. Like I said, thank you, Ricky, for being here. I appreciate it, and especially for um, all the awesome memories and stuff. That was great, and it was it was great to be seen. You're the only person that was here the whole time, and I appreciate that you were here. I do. I appreciate it. Just don't forget, hit that like button. You'll probably be the only one, but I'll at least have one like. I'm hoping that this eventually takes off. It's gonna take work. I can do work. Used to work at Value Land. You remember that place? What a joke. Oh, geez. Um, I hope to see you next time. It's every Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain, which is 8 p.m. in your Eastern Standard Time, and then it's 5 p.m. Pacific. So that's the goal. I've been doing this for a bit. You forgot to pick me up there. What? You have totally confused me as to this is so cool. It's like talking to somebody from back when, and I'm like completely spaced as to. Duh. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to find you on YouTube. Duh. I'm gonna have to find you on Facebook and chat because I'm trying to. I mean, my mom forgot to pick me up from Value Land once, so that's. We did. See now, I have the worst memory, but I don't remember. I don't remember much back then because I was doing my best to get out. Um, but yeah, we'll chat. We'll chat. Gotta chat. I don't want to bring this. I don't want to bring this too much longer because I need to get something to eat. It's time for dinner. And thank you for thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm gonna look you up on Facebook. We're gonna have to talk because now I feel like an idiot. So definitely have to figure some stuff out. Um, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Um, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Like I said, got to get myself something to eat. And I appreciate it. I appreciate that there was actually someone here again. I was hoping that there'd be at least one person here, and there was. So thank you. Appreciate it.